All right, hey guys, welcome back to the the Egyptian campaign. This is C-Rock, and remember last time we had Axum take Dispolis from us, and now we're gonna go ahead and basically take it back in this campaign, in this video, or send all the guys around to take it back. So here we are, moving on to the next turn. Napatea there did go ahead and attack the Seleucids during their turn, and it looks like they lost both of their armies. I didn't really go check on it afterwards, and as we can see, we also have one of the lower kingdom guys coming up on me to go ahead and take another city from me. I'm trying to decide if I need this army still here, and I decided that I didn't, so I moved them back. And now they are over here, and it ended up making me lose a lot of money. So I guess by having them in that city, I was making a lot of money with that. So that was giving me a nice income buff. But oh well, when your armies are in certain cities, they give you a nice income buff. And I did take off the I think I had the sub mod on where it gives you public order buffs if your armies are in the cities instead of the army counting against you if they're in the city, which makes it a little bit more interesting if they are in the city and the people are getting mad at you. But I don't really like playing with it that way. But anyways, I tried to decide on whether or not if I wanted to keep them there for this one, because they are definitely... Nasamonius is my very friendly with me, and they are on my side, but their one army is very close to me, but I think they just went ahead and got peace with me, so I'm just like, alright, I'll chance it. I'll have to go ahead and go back and take it from them if they do try to take it. So we're gonna end up moving my guys here, and we just wanted to move them a little bit because they would still be able to reinforce, but then I decided to go ahead and move them the whole way. I was like, screw it, you know, we'll take the chances. So here we are going into the next turn. The Nasamonians end up not rebelling against me or declaring war on me, so I don't know why their army's outside of their area. I think that was just in case if they were. So this one, I was trying to decide on whether or not to fight it. I might have been able to go ahead and like whittle down their army a little bit, but I was like, I'll just go ahead and auto-resolve it. So I aggressive stanced it, and they do not end up taking my city completely there. They end up just sacking it, I think, and they take it 2 turns later or something like that. So they sacked the settlement, as you see. That means I'm losing money from it, actually. That's causing me a tad bit of a problem. If they would have just taken the thing, then that would have made me not lose as much money from it. So now we saw that my income went down to 115 per turn. That's really killing me. I have to either raise an army or go ahead and research a technology. That was one of the things, so I'm going to go ahead and research a technology. And that's in the management area, and I'm looking at which technology to go ahead and research. And I think I decided on the assessment one. The deck artillery might be nice to go ahead and do next time. We're going to continue to move this army down towards where the Axum have taken. That's actually a different group. That's the Blamesians. I probably said that wrong. Oh well. But they were over there. And I do have a free spot to go ahead and build another building there in Amadonium, I think is how you say that. It was my best try at it. Yeah. So we can go ahead and move this army with Ptolemy in it closer and closer to Alexandria. We're going to go ahead and help those cities on out so that we don't have them being taken from us too. And I'm not going to go ahead and heal up my Homerus. I think that's how you say it. Jerusalem over here. They are almost, the water tank is completely almost built. Once that's built, they will stop experiencing the loss of men there. Because I think they're under plague or something right now. And I decided to raise my tax level because I went underneath when I moved my men around. And they're also not too happy with me. The Egypticus province. So I just decided to raise my tax level to high enough to go ahead and get it in. I didn't raise my their unhappiness level that much as I thought it would, but they're not gonna rebel against me. Once they get to like 100, over 100, they would rebel against you and everything. So after this turn, we'll go ahead and go to the next turn here. I think I just got declared war on there again by another guys. They go ahead and come in there and take my city. I kind of sped through that part. Usually I slow it down in the battles, but that one I just was like, I'll speed it through this one. So I'm going to go ahead and occupy Memphis and Alexandria. That's going to go ahead and protect those cities so that they don't end up taking those cities, which is good news, although I could probably have held them at Alexandria because I have a wall there. And the Nasamonians are continuing to move towards Alexandria. I don't know why, but they're still trading with me on very friendly terms, so who knows. And I can't attack Dysopolis this time around, but I can get very close to it. So I wasn't sure what he had there. If he had an army that I didn't see, so I wanted to creep up on it, and then I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and attack it. I was not enough movement points yet, but we'll be able to attack it next turn and take it back from him. And that's just Axum. The other guys are a different fraction completely, so we'll have to worry about them afterwards. I'm going to go ahead and raise my tax level on up completely because I can go ahead and do so. And all the places will still be happy with me, surprisingly. I think my population public order, excuse me, that went up from the last turn. Now here I'm checking trading options and then go ahead and ending the turn. And here we go. I'm going through this very quick turn as the Nasamonians continue to get closer. It seems like they're going to go ahead and break their ties. You know, we're going to go ahead and look at this. We got a little, after hearing the riddle of the Pharaoh of Defiple, Charles and his wife decided to pay you a visit. So after they hear the riddle, they wanted to pay me a visit. I don't know what their riddle was in the end. More interesting to hear the riddle. Wonder if it was the riddle of the Sphinx, right? So here we are attacking Diopolis, and maybe they told me the riddle and I just didn't see it. Anyways, I went ahead and auto-resolved this because it would have been a piece of cake. And we are back in action. We have this city, and all we need to do is go ahead and get Mithros Horomos. I think is how you say that. And we'll have reunited Egypticus, and then we're going to go ahead and take out the lower part of Egypt and reconquer that area. Recontrol what was once Egypt's during the Bronze Age, during the height of its empire, right? So I decided to move these guys on out across the Nile. Well, right before they go across the Nile, actually. I'm going to move this army too. And then we're going to go ahead and set them up in a camp, or actually in that one stance that gets you some money. And then we're going to lower my tax level so that I can. And we're going to go ahead and also build something at ammonium. Trying to decide what to build. I think I end up building the quarries. That'll get me some money. And that's something I need right now. Improve my economy a little bit. And now we're looking at hiring a spy. I didn't have money to hire a spy, so I decided not to. But I need to go ahead and hire a spy to go ahead and have them look into the lower Egyptian area. And we decided to raise up my tax level again, just to go ahead and get some extra money. I think I had the ability to upgrade one of my generals there, actually. So I can give him an upgrade. I'm going to go ahead and give him that upgrade, and the wall breachers upgrade. Maybe I'll go ahead and need him to go ahead and breach some walls later on. There we are, ending the turn. And this episode is going to be a little bit longer than past ones, guys, because there's a battle at the end. I was able to fit on in a battle, and I wanted to end the battle during the episode. We're going to upgrade him again. I think he got an upgrade during the middle of the end turn sequence. And excuse me. And as you can see here, they are raiding my lands, so I can get very close to where they are. But I can't actually attack them, so I have to go ahead and move very close. But he can actually attack them, surprisingly. Once he crossed the Nile, he could attack them, so one of my armies. So we're going to go ahead and have both armies attack him and see if he stands his ground, I guess, right? And have one be the reinforcements. And that's the one with all the elephants. And they end up retreating, and I can't pursue them, unfortunately. And I didn't want to attack them with Jerusalem's army, although I probably could have at this point. But they're a little bit weaker right now, unfortunately. So, and we also have Axum is coming in there to go ahead and retake back their city that I took from them. As they're raiding my lands. When they're raiding your lands, they're taking away money from you, so you kind of want to stop them from raiding your lands. It's not exactly a good thing. So, next turn, we're going to end up attacking this army right here. And we thought about it this turn, but I was like, I would have to attack it with one army, and they couldn't get in turn. I would rather attack them with both armies. Just to have them as reinforcements. Would have been better. So, we can go and end this turn in about 5 seconds. Gotta check on everything else. I'm gonna upgrade. Are we gonna upgrade these farms? Nope. Okay. So here we are going to the next turn. I don't know if Axum has a alliance with the other group there, the one that starts with a B. I can't remember now the name of it. The mines have come across a rich deposit of ore in the hills, not far from one of your mines. So the miners have come across. So I got a rich deposit of ore. So that's good news. So here I am in range to go ahead and attack these guys. They're not going to go ahead and stay in their fort, unfortunately. So this could have been a fort battle, which would have been nice. They're going to end up running away, thinking that they can outrun me. What they should have done probably is stay in the fort. I would have done that. And because I can go ahead and fight them off pretty easily with the fort. Upgrade this army. To commander of men and a relentless attacker. So I think the main leading army there that I'm gonna have is gonna be the elephants on that attack, or the one with the elephants in it. So we're looking around at what else we got going on before we go ahead and do it. I'm still wondering what Nasamonius is doing. They have both of their armies out of their province now, walking around my area. I don't know why. They won't want to make an alliance with me. They won't want to make an non-aggression pact. So I don't know what they're doing. But if I go ahead and attack them, then they're going to go ahead and be in a good position, I guess. So here we are checking out all the trade. And now we're going to go back on in and fight this battle. All right? So they move away from me. Now I can go ahead and move both armies on in range and attack them again. To have them as reinforcements. And since there was no other battles in this one, I decided to fight this battle. I thought it might be a nice challenge, even though this could have been auto-resolved. So here we are in the battle. And we're going to go ahead and set up our guys. We had a nice hill over here. I didn't know if he was going to go ahead and, what he was going to go ahead and do, the AI. So I decided to set up my troops right on the hill and start the battle, because I couldn't set them fully up on the hill. And then I decided to pause it and set them up a little bit nicer on the hill, as we can see, which I would have done in the pre-setup, but I couldn't do so due to where they placed everybody. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I have all my flanks being blocked by elephants, 2 on one side and then 1 group on the other side. I was waiting to see if they were going to go ahead and come and attack me uphill. I guess they decided not to because they knew that I had reinforcements coming on it. So my reinforcements are still at the back end of the map. They're going to need to cross the whole map, though, to attack me. So what they probably should have done is, I don't know. I don't know how I would have played out this battle myself. You know? You don't want to split up your forces in this situation, I guess. Maybe just coming right at me and attacking me on the hill might have been a good idea, but I don't know. I don't think so, actually, to tell you the truth. Maybe just peppering me with some of their horse archers, because they do have some horse archers. Would have been a good idea. As I kind of scoot around with my elephants. And I'm going to end up bringing up my army to go ahead and fully unite my army. And they don't end up attacking me, so I end up having to come off the hill, unfortunately. Which makes it a bit more interesting, you know? You have to come off the hill. As we have the glorious Rome 2, the Rome 1 soundtrack in the background there. Sounds great, right? The war drums are beating. Anyway. makes it sound ever so more epic, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and line up my phalanxes and everything here, and I had to pause the game to do that. I wasn't sure if he was gonna go ahead and attack me at that moment, so I wanted to go ahead and pause the game. Bring in more of my other army. We're gonna speed things up. After this, it's done. And this was one of the bigger battles that I had in this campaign, actually, so far. So, you know, a little hard to go ahead and keep track of 40 units some of the time, you know. Especially 300 guys each, kind of. So, my general has a cavalry unit for this one. So we're going to use him to our advantage. I'm going to unpause there. And they're going to go ahead and spin or rotate their formation. And they have elephants. They have just as many elephants as I have. And then after they rotated themselves, now they're going to go ahead and do whatever the hell they're doing right now. Sometimes it's interesting to go ahead and watch the AI and what they end up doing for the battle, you know? It's very interesting how they approach things. I thought I could go... I think they didn't know that I had reinforcements at one point, because they really spread out this one cavalry archer guy, and I was going to go ahead and attack him or coax him into battle with these guys, and I was going to go ahead and bring my general too. But my general took too long to get over there, and those are horse skirmishers or horse archers or something like that. I think they're skirmishers to be exact. And he could have used these skirmishers to go ahead and take out my elephants at this point in time, because his horse skirmishers they're deadly against elephants. One volley of spears will usually do some pretty good damage to your elephants. But now he's extending his line to go ahead and protect his skirmishers. So I won't need to go ahead and do anything like that. And we're gonna go ahead and move these guys on over. That's my general right there. And here we are a few seconds later. And it kind of paused out on me, the recording, so I had to go ahead and restart it there. That's what kind of happened. So here we are. This is the rest of the battle here. I just was trying to decide if I wanted to go ahead and take these guys on or not. I decided to wait until my entire army could engage them. So at this point I decided, you know what, they're not going to attack me. So I'm going to have to come down off of this hill and really take them on in the battle. So I decided to move my position of my elephants to flank him from that side, as I go ahead and reposition all my phalanxes, because I have phalanxes in this army and the other army. So I'm going to get them to all come down off the hill. And that's right when I think he decides to kind of attack me. Which is really the right idea, you know? Let me deal with the phalanxes first. Bring them up right there. A lot of this battle is just resituating where my troops are, you know? Move those guys on up. And then we're going to move these guys over there. I can move these skirmishers / spearmen over here. And same with these guys. They're gonna connect with the rest of my line to help out my general over there, reinforce him. And I can move up my archers too. Oh, with the music going. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on. I end up keeping this one of my generals up here, and then the other general, which is actually I think Ptolemy in the other army there. He's on the horse, so he's gonna get a little too close to danger for comfort in this battle, unfortunately. So we're gonna go ahead and put those elephants a little bit closer, try and entice the skirmishers into battle. Which those are horse skirmishers, so I probably shouldn't have done that with those guys. They can run on in, and then you go ahead and toss all their spears, and then run on out, which will cause a lot of damage to the elephants. And I'm trying to get my archers in range or into a straight line, as they continue to be not able to get into a straight line because of the road that's there. And this is right about the time where I realized I have too many units on the battlefield, and I'm like, what do I do with all these guys? These are Libyan javelin men. I can go ahead and move them over here along with these guys. I can't decide where I'm going to move them. We're going to go ahead and move them over here, behind that group. And as the AI is very polite, he lets me just go ahead and form up my units right in front of him to overpower him. And this is where I got tired of waiting, and I went ahead and just decided to go ahead and move on in a little bit and get the battle started, you know, right? He ends up attacking me on one flank, and then his middle is left open for a little while before they charge on in. So it's more of a phases battle than a straight away, you know. I decided to group these guys, just go ahead and keep them together. I just thought it was a little bit easier to keep track of them. The AI tells me what a group button does. I already know. Okay. The AI advice tells you a lot of what you already know, I feel. So, here we are, starting the battle against those guys. Have them stampede. I'm going to go ahead and have that group also start on it. And this is right when they're... horses attack me. I used my skirmishers against them. So, and then I decided to go on in with my general. And I decided to just stampede on through with my some of my well, actually I was gonna go ahead and stampede at first, but then I decided to bring them on back. And now I'm gonna go ahead and have my archers move on in to go ahead and get them in range, because it looks like his whole army is just gonna go ahead and swing to the I think the right there. On the screen it's the left, but it's his right. Yes. But as you can see, they're all just trying, column-wise, just attacking me from that way. They're not even facing me forward. But they're going to change that once I can go ahead and fire on them with the archers, as I continue to decide how to go ahead and attack them with my guys here. I think their general's unit is an archer unit too, which is interesting. So we're doing pretty good at the start here. Go ahead and bring those guys on up. This whole army attacks me this way. which kind of makes it easier for me to go ahead and run in the back of him. And I wanted to go ahead and attack his elephants there, because they're going to cause me some trouble with my archers and my skirmishers. A phalanx is good at keeping elephants at bay, but they're not great at killing elephants. Okay. Kind of lost track of Ptolemy II over there, so I'm like, oh no, don't want him to die. That's my king there. So I gotta bring him on back. He being a little too daring, and he's kind of retreating right now. So I figured I'd pop his special abilities to keep him from coming back. And I have these spear units enforcing from behind there. And their elephants come crashing through my archers. And they were rampaging through my archers too. So that's making my archers not too happy about that. But I did get off a bunch of shots at them, so that's what made them rampage in the end. Which is going to cause them to be easier to kill. They're less able to be controlled at that point. And as you can see there, you see a bunch of elephant bodies on the ground there. I think I lost one of my elephant groups. Right there. And we have the horse archers here in the back, or the horse skirmishers there in the background. We're going to go ahead and use them to hit some guys from behind. It was a little hard to go ahead and keep track of all the guys at this point. So I had to go ahead and I probably lost quite a few men because of that. We got a little bit of zoom in there. This side of my army was kind of losing a little bit to the fight. And due to, I guess, the units weren't as good as I thought they would be. I move up my general and put him a little bit back in the fight. As you can see, the elephants are kind of wavering there, that one group. The other two are staying behind. I don't know how much damage an elephant unit could still cause while they're wavering, by the way. Because, I mean, they still are roaming through your men and everything. And they come back. They're wavering quite a bit, but they waver for a long time in this battle before they end up completely routing, you know? And pop some abilities with that. And I almost lost my general again here. The elephant got into beyond my ranks. And as my general units, I thought I was going to lose Ptolemy this time around. But I didn't, thankfully. So we're going to have him run away. Kind of struggled with that a little bit. I couldn't kill their general. He's like running away in the background there. So you're gonna see my general came back. That wasn't my general. That was a different unit, actually, to tell you the truth. Right there. Where'd my general go? I think I had him run pretty far away. As their elephants are getting around, hidden behind my lines. Those are my elephants there, coming back from routing, though. Use my archers to hit the rest of this spearman group right there. As I go ahead and mop things up with my cavalry. And we're taking out their cavalry over here. Everything's happening very fast this time. So they still have one elephant unit. I'm gonna take out some of their elephants here. As you can see, you're gonna see that the elephants die off there against my my Hoplites group, my phalanx group, I should say. Phalanx. Spearmen. Ooh, got 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them. Ooh, they poke on into them. So now they're retreating completely. And this is right about the time where the AI realizes they're not going to be able to win this one. I don't think I could have won this one if I was playing as the AI part. I could have done more damage though. As I fire into my own men with my arrows there. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this battle. And that's basically the end of the battle there. I wanted to go ahead and basically kill as many of the enemy as I could. And after this battle, that's basically the end of the this video, and we'll see you guys next time in the next video. Hit like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. All right. All I'm basically doing is just going ahead and hunting them down for the rest of this. For the rest of the video there. Let's see. Now we're checking out how many all the dead bodies there around my men. They saw a lot of action, those guys. Although I think they only killed like 18 guys. So end decisive victory. And that's all.